The rich man lifted a shoelace with his fork, twirled it neatly, and put it into his mouth to chew. Across the table, the poor man stared in disbelief. He had never imagined a shoe could be treated as food. After finishing the shoelace, the rich man moved on to the leather upper, eating it with obvious satisfaction. The starving poor man couldn't help himself. He quickly took off his own shoe, but suddenly realized he didn't even know where to start. He tried copying the rich man's elegant technique, but no matter how he tried, he simply couldn't manage it. So he gave up and shoved the entire shoe straight into his mouth. After finishing the shoe, the rich man began chewing his pants and shirt. Moments later, even his underwear was neatly placed on the plate. His underwear was spotless, clean, tidy, and apparently quite appetizing. But the poor man's underwear gave off such a powerful stench that the rich man had to pinch his nose immediately. The poor man, however, didn't mind at all and swallowed his without hesitation. Once the rich man finished his clothing, he began eating the tableware. But by then, even his eating style was starting to look rough and impatient. After devouring the plate, he wrapped the tablecloth around his fork like spaghetti. Seeing this, the poor man grabbed onto one corner of the cloth, barely managing to tear off a small piece for himself. As the amount of edible food dwindled, the rich man's eating grew more and more aggressive. Soon, the entire table, chairs, and stools were eaten clean. Now, all they had left were the knives and forks in their hands. The rich man looked at the poor man, thought for a moment, and then put his knife and fork into his mouth, pretending to swallow them. The poor man saw this, and without a second thought, immediately swallowed his own knife and fork in one gulp. The rich man sneered, because he had never actually eaten his, and with the poor man now defenseless without his knife and fork, he naturally became the rich man's next meal.